Hey, this is Steve Baltin. You are here at Lollapalooza, Grant Park, with Of Monsters and Men. So you guys have had a full experience, because as we were talking about earlier, you did the House of Blues show last night till 2:15 in the morning, which was a phenomenal set. It was such a great show. And by the way, since it's funny, I was talking with your manager last night, since I always see you guys in LA at the K-Rock shows, and you have the worst snake bit luck there, it was so nice to see you do like the full set with no sound crap outs at all. Yeah. So, I mean, take us through like the late night show and how you approach the festival set for today. Obviously, you have a shorter stint. You're playing to a bigger crowd. And what's the advantage of also getting to then do like your own show late night in the club? And you really sort of make the most of the weekend by getting both experiences. So sort of talk about the two and what, you know, what the differences are between them and why you enjoy both.
Yeah. Well,
I know it was a long-winded question. Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it is both very enjoyable, you know, and you know, when we're doing the festivals, you know, and doing our own shows, it's kind of different because like during the festivals, you know, maybe there's a lot of people that are just hanging out there. They're not necessarily there to see you, so there's like you have the energy of like trying to get everybody on your team, you know, and on, you know, on our own shows, that's always just really fun because then, you know, it's like people have come to see you and like it's just a very it's both great.
But it's so funny because I've talked about this with so many bands and obviously with the festival setting, and you guys have done this, like I mentioned, seeing you at the K-Rock shows. I've seen you guys at Coachella, so you've done that setting, and I think a lot of bands really do enjoy the challenge, like you say, of trying to get people on your team.
Yeah.
So for you, are there moments when you're doing the show and you can see people starting to respond and sort of join the Of Monsters and Men team that become really satisfying? And do they get a jersey, by the way, when they join the Of Monsters and Men team? Is there an official jersey?
Yes, we bring them backstage and, you know, give them
they get like, what is it called, like,
initiated?
Initiated, and
Brynjar kisses them on the forehead.
And then they all kiss Nanna's ring, and then they get their basketball jersey, which is, black, of course.
What would your number be? What is your number at basketball jersey?
Mine, 11.
Okay. And yours?
666. Is that possible?
I don't know if it would fit. So we now know what the initiation is, but how do you know when you're watching from the stage that the fans have sort of joined the team? And talk about some of those satisfying moments for you where you do see it.
Yeah, it's just like you look at you. You have just a sea of people, and some of them are like, yeah, this is all right, and then like after a few songs, sometimes you can just see the same person like has completely changed their mindset and is like kind of singing along and it's like, yeah, this is pretty good, and you're like, yes. And that makes you more energetic and like, yes, I got one.
I always like getting the like because there's so often where like maybe the girlfriend dragged her boyfriend with him, you know, and he's like, yeah, I'm just here for my girlfriend, or like opposite, and then at the end he's like, it's good.
I feel like it's not like Rush, for example, you know, which is supposed to be very gender inequality. You know the band Rush?
Yeah.
It's supposed to be all guy audience. I don't feel like there's a gender stigma to Of Monsters Men, but do you see that yet, where guys are like, no, dude, it's not cool, and then later on you're just like, all right, that was awesome.
No, I don't really feel that way. I also feel like it's kind of cool that it differs where we travel, but like some places, you know, the age difference is very diverse. Like, you know, like in America, you know, there are a lot of you know, people our age and people younger than us, and you know, but like when you go to Germany, it's everyone is over 50. It's very like,
it's really cool.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
All right, we'll make these last two questions, but I do have to ask you. Like tonight, you're playing before Florence and the Machine, who I just love.
Yeah.
She's amazing. But I want to go back to this for a second. If there was a Monsters and Men basketball team, what band would you most want to take on in basketball? Or do you just want the jerseys? Do you guys not really play? It's really about the jerseys.
I used to practice, and I think we play. All of us play a little bit. I think Arcade Fire are supposed to be good. Some of them are supposed to be good at basketball, so I would like to take them. And Win is
tall.
Yeah. But that doesn't matter. Raggi has he's a crazy three-pointer.
He's really good.
Yeah, Raggi is...
Be afraid.
So are you challenging them right now? I want to see this. Maybe for charity.
Yeah, how about that? Yes.
Arcade Fire. It's on.
Nice. Last question, but take us through a little bit of. I mean, we've gotten to talk so much during the sort of process of unveiling this album, and one of the things, of course, we talked about were the live songs. And now that you're in the festival setting and you're getting to play this to tens of thousands of people on a huge stage, talk about some of the songs from the new album that have really sort of jumped out, or that have become favorites to play, or that you really like watching how the audience responds to them.
I always really like playing Thousand Eyes. We tend to open our set with that one, and it's just a really good opener. I feel like people respond very well to Eye of the Storm, which I didn't necessarily expect, because it's a slower song, and you never know at like festivals and stuff if people are gonna be into it. But people seem to be singing along, and it's pretty cool.